Hey, good morning, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. It's already 61 degrees here in Ellijay, Georgia. And Josh, let's start out with showing everybody how they can contact the show and get involved. Excuse me, Marco Rubio moment. I should have got that done just a couple minutes before I went on the air. But there's our phone number, email address, and the social media ways you can follow us. Now, I will get into it a little later on the show. I don't want to come and do a report right now on this because I'm doing some research. I have a flash drive coming with documents, and I'm doing some research to make sure that I've got my head all the way around this, not just anytime the Atlanta media goes after something and they do something in a big way, I take an extra minute to think about it and see what their agenda is. I'll say it like that. And who's behind it and what's moving the story. And that would be the story with Georgia House Speaker David Ralston and the press conference yesterday held down there under the Gold Dome by House member David Clark. And he is the one that introduced the resolution to ask Speaker Ralston to resign. And a former FBI agent, special agent, Derek Somerville. I had a long conversation yesterday afternoon. When I say long, it was long enough. We got to know each other a little bit. I have a, excuse me, I had a pretty good conversation yesterday with Mr. Derek Somerville, and we're working out the details now. And he's looking at his schedule, and we have a tentative. We haven't confirmed. You'll know tomorrow or on social media this weekend. But he is tentatively going to be in studio Monday at 9 o'clock, and we're going to do an hour on the subject. So there you go. I'm not avoiding it for those that think I am. All right, but I'm making sure I got everything together. Again, the Atlanta media is running this, and I got to think about it just a minute when the AJC is running with this real hard. So sorry, I'm a little parched this morning. We should have got a 6-pack of beer. I'm serious. We should have got a case. I mean, this should have been the day. Now, folks, I do not drink. Okay, I do not drink. I do not partake of adult beverages, as Rush would say. And, but today would have been the day to start. I'm serious. We should have got a case this morning, started at 8 a.m. And we should have just turned on, MSNBC and CNN and sit back and watch the freak out. I mean, just watch it and pop a beer open and watch them go nuts. Every time they put up, oh, did that mess up the mic? Every time they put up scrub, the Mueller Report scrubbed edition will be out today. It's like, to them, it's like the teacher, the college teacher that released the book assignments, and you got to run to the bookstore. And you want to get the one that was there last year that has all the notes in it. That's the one you want. You want the used Mueller Report that has the notes and the background information on it. I'm just saying. I mean, today would have been the day. You may ask, okay, I get up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and you may ask me, why the hell do you get up at 4 a.m. in the morning? Because I want to keep up with the enemy. I always want to check what CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, I want to see what they're all doing, what direction they're headed in on that particular day. This morning, I know you're going to say nothing could be that funny at 4 a.m. Let me tell you something. It was actually laugh out loud funny to watch CNN's morning reporters. Now, I don't watch Allison Camerata at 6 or 7 when she comes on. I don't watch that. I mean, that's like Dr. Phil coming on at 6. But anyhow, I don't watch that. But I watched the Christine Roma, is that her name, at 4 a.m. And then the 5 a.m. early look or first look on Morning Joe, I watched that, and then I watched Fox. But anyhow, it was hilarious. It was a laugh out loud. And then when I got to Morning Joe at 6 a.m., I mean, they are freaking out. They don't know what to do. Absolutely don't know what to do. Let's start with the bullfrog, okay? Now, we're going to get to the making of a candidate. We're going to get to it. I promise. Put up number 9 there. Oh, you can put up number 11. All right. Breaking news. Mayor Pete's gay. You heard it here first. Second, third, 98th, whatever. MSNBC Morning Joe and Mika, they got Mayor Pete on there again this morning. I mean, they're normalizing this guy. Now, I know I just got in trouble because you're saying, but you mean gay is not normal? Whoa, whoa, whoa. They are assimilating. He's assimilating. That's what they're doing. Why the hell would the illegals coming in and wanting to be citizens and assimilating to us as speaking English? Joe and Minka are assimilating this guy. The media is making him right in there. I mean, if you are a Southern Baptist this morning and you get up on Sunday and you put a coat and tie on and mom puts a dress on and you make sure Junior have their little coats and clip-on ties and little Molly has her cute little dress and you go off to church and you go to Sunday school and then you sit in church, you know, and why, when they get done, you'll invite Mayor Pete and his husband when they get done. Just saying, the making of a candidate. Let me get my ass off there. Hey, by the way, Carla will not be here today. It is holiday weekend. I know it's tomorrow's Good Friday, but Carla's out of town, so Carla's Corner won't be on today. And Candace, because of the holiday weekend, will not be, her show will not be airing today also. So it's just me, baby. That's it. What else do you need? Now listen, at 9:30 we're going to go live, so you don't have to go anywhere. We're going to go live right here on FYNTV.com. We are going to carry live right here the Robert Mueller Attorney General redacted version press conference Mueller Report. How many more things can you say? Nadler the bullfrog, they're going nuts. They're going nuts. Let's play that video. Gerard Nadler. They're going nuts. The Dems are coming off the rails this morning.
Good evening. I'm Congressman Jerry Nadler. I'm chairman of the House Judiciary Committee. With me are 4 members of the committee, Madeline Dean of Pennsylvania, Ted Deutsch of Florida, Val Demings of Florida, and Hakeem Jeffries of New York, who is also the chairman of the Democratic Caucus. The Attorney General appears to be waging a media campaign on behalf of President Trump, the very subject of the investigation at the heart of the Mueller Report. Rather than letting the facts of the report speak for themselves, the Attorney General has taken unprecedented steps to spin Mueller's nearly 2-year investigation. 1, he summarized the report and cherry-picked findings in his March 24th letter to Congress. 2, he withheld summaries written by the special counsel that were intended for public consumption. 3, he has briefed the White House on the report before providing Congress a copy, which has helped them prepare a rebuttal response for the President. And now, the evening before the report's scheduled release, the Department of Justice has informed the committee that it will receive a copy between 11 a.m. and noon, well after the Attorney General's 9:30 a.m. press conference. This is wrong. It is contrary to the Attorney General's own words to the committee. Quote, I do not believe it would be in the public's interest for me to attempt to summarize the full report or to release it in serial or piecemeal fashion. Close quote. It now appears the Attorney General intends to once again put his own spin on the investigative work completed by the special counsel and his team. The fact that the Attorney General is not releasing even the redacted report to Congress until after his press conference will again result in the report being presented through his own words rather than through the words of Special Counsel Mueller. The central concern here is that the Attorney General Barr is not allowing the facts of the Mueller report to speak for themselves, but is trying to bake in the narrative about the report to the benefit of the White House. And of course, he's doing this just before the holiday weekend, so it's extraordinarily difficult for anybody to react. This is wrong. It is not the proper role of the Attorney General. I should add one other thing. The Department of Justice, in a court filing in the Roger Stone case today, said that some members of Congress may get access to some of the redacted information only for use in secret. The Judiciary Committee has no knowledge of this, and this should not be read as any agreement or knowledge or assent on our part. Thank you very much. We'll take a couple of questions. That's right.
I have a question. Are you satisfied with the DOJ saying that there will be two versions, one with fewer redactions for a limited number of members of Congress?
We are certainly not satisfied with that. We've repeatedly said what is demanded by the situation, and that is that the Judiciary Committee be given the entire report and the underlying evidence so that we can make those judgments for ourselves. And the Judiciary Committee can, as has been the case in prior situations, decide which limited portions of the report might have to be kept secret so as not to reveal sources and methods of intelligence or for some other legitimate reason. But that's a decision for the committee to make, not for the Attorney General or the administration. Yes.
We'll take one more question.
Congressman, when do you plan to issue subpoenas for Mueller or anyone else for that matter?
Well, we'll have to take the time over the next couple of days to carefully read the redacted report so that we don't find out that, in fact, there's very little left out. But on the assumption that it's heavily redacted, we will most certainly issue the subpoenas in very short order.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Mueller to testify?
I'll answer that. I assume we'll probably find it useful to ask Mueller to testify, and I assume we may ask members of his team to testify. But we'll have to make those decisions after reading what we get, as inadequate as that may be.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
All right, folks, I thought it would be best to completely listen to the bullfrog. That's Bullfrog Jerry Nadler. You ever get the feeling the glue has come loose on that eyebrow? I mean, he's got that one eyebrow, and it's like, you know, dude, you need to glue that thing back on. I mean, it's like the glue came loose, just saying, okay? Attorney General. Now, Attorney General, facts speak for themselves. Now, let me tell you what's happening today at 9:30. The Attorney General is going to come out at 9:30. That is William Barr and Rod Rosenstein, and they are going to, all right, first of all, let me just say this. They are freaking out. How can reporters ask a question? How will we know what to even ask? How? Look, Barr is going to explain it's not spin. He's not going to let the Democrats get a hold of this. He's not going to let the deep state media get a hold of this. He's going to own this, and I agree 100%. Rosenstein and Barr are going to come out. They're going to own it. They're going to answer questions. They're going to explain to the journalist in the room, or the ones that are playing journalists on TV, he's going to explain to the journalist how to read the report. Now, if that angers you, that angers you. But he's going to explain how to read the report. He's going to explain to the American people how to read the report. He's going to explain to the American people what was redacted. Why? You see, this is the Trump way. And they can't take it. They cannot handle it. In the Donald Trump administration, they go to you, the people, first. And they feel so elite, okay? They feel so elite. Give me, let's see, give me number 8, okay? Let's go through. They feel so elite. Let me explain this in a minute. Look at CNN, 4 a.m. this morning. Here comes the blank Mueller report, the redacted. Okay, give me number 12. We're just going to run through these. I just want to show you because we won't take the time. But if you look at the timestamp, I mean, redacted Mueller report. Some Trump aides regret cooperating with Mueller. They regret it. How do they know this? Democrats expected to issue subpoenas for full special counsel report as early as today. Now this guy right here, I forget his name, but look at that. Democrats ready to issue a subpoena for full. Nadler ready to fight for grand jury information. Ready. I mean, oh my God, this was laughable, okay? So number 13, okay? Mueller report to be released around 11 a.m. Bob Barr, Robert Barr, Attorney General William Barr, whatever the hell his name is. The Attorney General, yeah, you guys rush back to your office. That's what I want you. You guys run to your office somewhere between 11 and 12. Watch for your email. Or watch for the courier to deliver a disc. Just sit there. Have a cup of coffee. Don't get all stressed out. You listen to me at 9:30 talk to the American people. And then you guys and ladies and Omar and Muslims and whatever you are, okay? You guys run to the office, you ladies and gents, and you sit there between 11 and 12. I'll send the disc right over. Really? Redacted Mueller report. Barr speaks at 9:30, report to Congress at 11. Now, what was through the roof with humor is these people are on there, and if you see it says 1:03 a.m., so it's 4:03 in the morning on CNN, and these people are on. Let me tell you what will happen today. Now, Attorney General Barr and Rod Rosenstein will come out to the podium at 9:30. At that time, they will take questions concerning the release later in the day from journalists in the room. Then, approximately 11 o'clock, a disc will be delivered. I mean, this is news. I'm listening to this. This was laugh your ass off at 4. I know. Look at number 14. Give me 14. Barr speaks at 9:30. Okay? AG Barr to hold news conference at 9:30. Hell, you say. About 90 minutes before Mueller report released to Congress or public. I mean, we will have to sit here for 90 minutes after he talks to the American people, just wondering what this guy is up to. I'll tell you. All right, give me number 15. We're going to go over it in a minute. I just want to show you. This is why I'm showing you. It was laughable. There's number 15 at 1:02 this morning. There's Rosenstein and Barr. You remember when it was, let's see, what was it, just 3 weeks ago we had to, wasn't it, let's say 2 months ago, we wanted to pass something. I mean, we were worried about Rosenstein. Remember when Democrats liked that guy? You remember that? There was a day when Democrats loved Rosenstein. All right? So, they're all up in arms. This one here, number 16. Redacted Mueller report comes out today. White House source. Trump not worried, praising Attorney General Barr. Here's the statement Trump made on the Larry O'Connor show yesterday. You'll see a lot of very strong things come out tomorrow. Very strong things. Attorney General Barr is going to be giving a press conference. Maybe I'll do one after that. Well, we'll see. But he's done. He's been a fantastic Attorney General. He grabbed it by the horn. Grabbed that baby by the horn. He said, I'm in charge, right? Now, they are freaking out because President Trump announced the press conference. All right? Number 18, MSNBC, 4 a.m. Central Time, 4:01 Central Time, okay? And that means 5 o'clock this morning, right out of the box. Unless DOJ releases the report between now, that's yesterday, and 6 a.m., journalists will not have time to digest what is in the report before attending the press conference and asking questions about what is in the report. I mean, if we don't know what's in the report, how can we ask questions? You're not. You can ask all the questions you want. What he's going to explain today are the redactions. And don't forget, he's going to tell the American people the redactions will have a summary or an explanation. And the media is going to hear that and they can ask the questions. But when he leaves today, he is going to give clear instruction to Congress, the elite Congress that thinks they are so great, really, and the journalists. How can you tell the people in Iowa before you tell me, damn it? I'm with the Washington Post. Do you not see my badge? I'm with the New York Times. Who the hell cares about Kansas? They're freaking out. It's so fun to watch. Let me get this, number 19. Attorney General Barr to brief reporters on redacted Mueller report. Now, the reason I took this picture, if you could see in the corner, it's 5 a.m. And I forget this lady's name, and she can't take it on MSNBC. What is her name? Vesugio or whatever, Susudio. I don't know what the hell her name is. She can't take it. It's messing her up. This woman is so liberal. Forget on MSNBC. See, you guys watch the night stuff. I mean, I know that Rachel Maddow, you know, is a couple things. Liberal, progressive, lesbian, all the above. I know that, okay? So, you know, I know that Don Lemon is a couple things. Well, I don't know. I know he's gay. And he just got engaged. Good for you, Don, over on CNN. And we know who those people are at night. But the ones you miss are the ones that are supposed to be bringing you the teleprompter. Okay? These people in the morning, Christine Roma, whatever this lady's name is, they're supposed to be reading the prompter. You should see these people in the morning. They are freaking out. I mean, it's so easy to see. Okay? Let me give you a couple more, and we will stop. Number 25, top House Democrats. Let the full report speak for itself. Number 26, keep your mouth shut. Dems erupt over Barr's Mueller report rollout. They're erupting. Give me number 27, MSNBC this morning. Hours away, Department of Justice to release scrubbed Mueller report. Let's drink on the word scrubbed. And here's one, and then we'll stop, okay? 28, White House and Justice Department officials discussed Mueller's report before release. All right, so let's take a couple things. All right, at 9:30, the Trump White House, the Trump administration way is to talk to the American people. Now, they make fun of the President of the United States because he controls the media. And the media cannot run out in front of the President. They can't. Now, they make things up. They make fun of the President, but they can't run out in front of this President of the United States. He controls the story, and he's excellent at controlling the story, and he talks to the American people. All right? And he says what he wants to say. And they can't take it. All right? So what is happening here is the Attorney General and the Assistant Attorney General, is he still Assistant Attorney General Rod Rosenstein? They're going to come out and do a 9:30 press conference, and they're going to talk to the American people. And as I just said, they can't take it. Why do you not realize? You remember the last rally Trump said? He said, "You're the elite." He said to his supporters, "You are the elite." And he went into how elite these people think they are, how special. I mean, Minka Brzezinski and Joe, they're headed off to the Hamptons or up in northern Connecticut. And by the way, I want to know who's counting Joe's days. Because seriously, Joe Scarborough is taking advantage of the Florida great tax advantages there in Florida. Just like Bernie Sanders, they love it. The liberals love taking advantage of a good tax deal. It's like, how the hell am I getting off here, but it's worthy, okay? Hollywood loves the tax benefits Georgia has given Hollywood. I mean, Alyssa Milano came down and rip, like a chihuahua running her damn mouth, okay? We're leaving. Netflix will never film here again. Well, hell, Netflix didn't pay a dime in taxes. I mean, they're staying, baby. They're staying right here in Georgia. They're going nowhere, Jack and Alyssa Milano, both of you. So they love a good tax advantage. They absolutely do. Bernie loved that 26%. He paid his taxes. Joe is in Florida. By the way, I'm not getting off track, but Joe Scarborough's in Florida taking advantage of the Florida tax breaks. And I think he has to be there like 188 days a year or something like that. And he was in Washington this morning, or New York, wherever they film their little coffee shop talk. He was there. I want to know who's counting the days, so Joe may lose his tax advantage. Anyhow, they're going nuts because Donald Trump, Attorney General Barr, Rod Rosenstein, he's going to come out and talk to the American people. Now, we're going to come back because I want to talk about White House and Justice Department officials discussing Mueller Report before the release. I want to talk about that, the press conference, which we're going to run here, and we're going to continue our series, Making of a Candidate. And did you hear there's an architect challenge? It's going to be a contest to see who can draw, not draw anymore, computer generate the restoration of Notre Dame. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Truck Month is back at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. America's favorite trucks at the North Georgia Mountain's lowest prices. Now save up to $13,000 off new 2019 Silverado Crew Cabs, or save over $7,800 off new 2019 Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a bigger truck selection, and nobody's got bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountain's #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ella, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
8 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning. Welcome back. Put our phone number up, social media way. You can contact us. There's all of our information. We've got to move along because we've only got 55 minutes before Mueller takes the stand. I mean, stands in front of journalists. The world, not Mueller. Why did I say Mueller? The Attorney General, Barr. Mueller's got the weekend off. Let me ask you a question, right? Like, all of the journalists, are they going to work all weekend? Has this ruined their Easter? I mean, will they have to work today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday? Will they? Honey, I have to work this weekend. Is that, if you're gay, if you call home, do you even say that? Like, do you still say, like, does Don Lemon call and say, honey, I have to work this weekend? I'm just saying, what the hell? Why am I the bad guy? I'm just wondering. I mean, listen, if you're watching TV and they're making the candidate Pete Buttigieg, I can't get it, all right? I don't care, Mayor Pete. And they're having, you know, we will go into that. I just wonder when you call, hey, honey, I have to work late. Do you even do that if you're gay? I don't know how those conversations go. I tell you what, that is very confusing to me. All right, let's go with this. Now, where were we at here? Okay, so number 26. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Dems erupt over Mueller's rollout, right? And then number 27. Hours away. Now we're just 55 minutes. DOJ. Now, if you go to CNN, they have a countdown clock. DOJ to release scrubbed Mueller report. Not redacted, scrubbed. Okay? And 28. So let me just say this. First of all, Joe Scarborough said this morning, you will read about it. Now, I don't know if it's going to get buried beneath the Mueller Report stories that are going to be coming out fast and furious. And be careful here because the first stories will be so inaccurate. Not that the later stories will be better as far as accuracy, but the first ones will be so inaccurate because you will have reporters by the thousands trying to break the story first. Now, the story is one. The is one. And when I say the story, they're going to be trying to find the story. They're going to be trying to find where Don McGahn said Trump's a buffoon. I was in a room and I told this buffoon, damn it, quit sending them damn tweets out. They're all looking for something. And they want to be the first. So just brace yourself. Now, White House and Justice Department officials discussed Mueller report before release. They are freaking out over that. And they keep coming on the airwaves like something's wrong with that. They keep acting as though there's a problem with that. Why, Joe Scarborough said, obviously, what he has done there, now I'm serious, Attorney General Barr has changed the way we need to pick our attorney generals. They need to be 10-year appointments, and the president should have nothing to do with it. Do you realize these people keep spouting this stuff out? These imbeciles, morons, keep spouting this out, knowing we have 3 branches of government. What do we have? For you, Joe Scarborough Laminka, we have the judicial branch, right? We have the executive branch, and we have the legislative branch. Got it, guys and girls? Okay? I mean, we could do a Schoolhouse Rock little story for you if you would like. So let's explain this. The executive branch, which has the Attorney General, do you realize, whether you like to or not, that President Donald J. Trump is the top cop in the United States of America? You don't like that? This is the man that's got the power in our Constitution to call the boys and girls up and send them to war. He is the top cop. And right under him is the Attorney General. So what happens, okay? Your local law enforcement, your local district attorney, your state attorney general, the attorney general of your state, and you got the attorney general of the United States. And what does your district attorney, let's bring it down that, what do? They try cases, okay, criminal cases. They try cases where laws have been broken. They enforce the law by trying these cases. In what? Your local judiciary. So the Supreme Court and the judiciary are independent. Robert Barr, the Department of Justice, falls under the executive branch of the United States of America, you dumbasses. I mean, seriously. When the President of the United States has a cabinet meeting, this guy shows up. That's it. The FBI falls under the executive branch through the Department of Justice. And the bottom line is the Mueller Report always fell under, their work always fell under the Department of Justice's umbrella. They worked for it. So we know, you and I, okay, we can understand if those kids in college, we can understand if they have, you know, master degrees, okay, if they have their doctoral degree, if they're doctor over at the Hamptons, okay, the doctor of. We can understand if you don't know that actually the White House, he could talk to the White House. Do you realize when Mueller took the report and dropped it off with this guy here, do you realize this guy could have drove it up to Capitol Hill and laid it on the president's desk and would have done nothing wrong, nothing illegal whatsoever? They're trying so hard to just play it by the lines, to keep everybody from screaming what the Democrats are screaming. They're doing everything they can. I mean, they came out with a statement. That's what Robert Mueller said. And Rosenstein and the Attorney General got together and read Mueller's report and read his summary and said, there's no obstruction. Now, they're hanging on that, okay? And he said there's no collusion, obstruction. He knew. The American people wanted to know ASAP. Just tell us one thing. We'll go back to work, okay? Was there obstruction and collusion? Hell no. Okay, we're going back to work. That does not change. The Democrats are absolutely freaking out, and I'll tell you why, okay? Not just that they're going to the American people first. In the press conference, what you're about to have is you're about to have them, the two of them, explain how to read the report, whether it makes them mad or not, whether it makes the elite mad. They're going to explain the general gist of the report, what the redactions will look like, and how to read it. That's what's about to happen, period. But they're freaking out, and Mueller, Joe Scarborough said they need to take away, now listen to this, they need to take away the Attorney General from being appointed or reporting to the President of the United States. Because Donald Trump has his own Roy Cohn. Now, let me just say something. If memory serves me right, and send me a message if you think I'm wrong, correct me, is the only Attorney General in the United States of America, maybe there's another one, but is the only Attorney General in the United States of America to be held in contempt. Eric Holder, the Attorney General for Barack Obama, we'll look it up. Is that the only Attorney General in the United States of American history that's held in contempt of Congress? Fast and Furious? Put guns into the hands of drug lords in Mexico? Really? Okay? Attorney General, let's think about when we think about Janet Reno. Do we think of Waco, Texas? You remember the Jolly Green Giant, Janet Reno, Attorney Janet Reno? Okay? What was she, 7'2"? Bill Clinton's Attorney General, what do we think of Waco, Texas? Really? How about the hand-picked Attorney General Loretta Lynch to take Holder's place so Holder can go out in the country and work for Democrats? For Obama, what about Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton out there in Phoenix, Arizona, and on the plane, you know, having a Coke, one of the little plastic things of Coke and peanuts, talking about grandkids? Really? And Joe Scarborough, you want to take this responsibility of the Attorney General reporting to the executive branch of the United States of America? Folks, every time you see this BS, White House and Justice Department officials discuss Mueller Report before release, nothing was wrong. They could do that. Okay? It is the elite. Okay? Go to number 29, Gerard Nadler. He is the chair, okay? He is the chair of the House Judiciary Committee. He is sitting on the subpoenas ready to go, all right? Number 30, all right? Here are 4 Democrat members with Gerard there, a band of misfits that he's got there, top House Democrats. Let the full report speak for itself. The translation is, let us have it first so we can get it out in front of the American people and we can spin it, cut it up, lie, and tell you what's really going on here. Because we are elite. How dare you? This is what they're saying. How dare you let the American people hear you at a press conference? How dare you, if asked about spying, answer a question? How dare you do this? And do you know who we are? Do you know we're elite congressmen and women? Do you know we're an elite? It's the Senate. Remember, Joe Scarborough said the Senate will have to deal with the fact that they gave us Barr. It was the Republican Senate, and they'll pay for it. All right, number 31. Democrats could subpoena full Mueller report as early as today, immediately after redacted version drops. Source says, another source. I told you one day, I'm going to go to a bar and I'm going to say, hey, how are you over there? Good. What's your name? Source. Oh, I knew you were out there somewhere. I always wanted to meet you. Now, I'm going to take, before I get finished, I'm going to take another quick break, but let me wrap this up. Reports coming out. Relax, folks. Relax. They are stressed out. You and I know it. Now, there's a certain way to read this headline, because what they have to do is they have to start spinning things. Now, you got to understand that the media is the Democrat defense team. And when I say Democrat, it goes all the way to number 32. Post-Mueller report likely to target Russia dossier author Steele. That's from Politico. All right, you see that? Russia dossier author Steele. No. This is Mr. Horowitz. He's the Inspector General. We have the criminal referrals. Oh, yes, the criminal referrals from Devin Nunes. Okay? They're laying on Barr's desk. He told Nunes, I'm saying this. He told Nunes, he said, let me handle this whole Mueller thing Thursday. Let me get this out to him, shut him up and everything. I'm going to go away for Easter. I'm going to take a couple days. Let's say Tuesday. I'll read all of them. We'll get to work on them. Nunes said, fine. The criminal referrals from Devin Nunes, Congressman Devin Nunes. Second, Horowitz, Mr. Horowitz, the Inspector General, will be dropping a report sometime May, 1st of June. Get ready. And it's not going to be about, the dossier is not going to be about, the report post-Mueller is not going to be about Russian dossier author Steele. It's going to go up, and let me see if I've got what I want to show you here before we take a break. It's going to go clear to, hold on, I got here somewhere. I got it here somewhere. Get off my back. I can just feel it coming through the airs. Relax, I'm clicking away. Give me number, where's it at? Well, I'll be, you know what they say, where in the hell is that guy at? I had him earlier today, and I know I had him, and I guess maybe I didn't put it over to you or send it to you. I probably didn't send it to you. Joe de Geneva, right? Is that his name? Joe de Geneva. Yeah, give me number 4. Now, I didn't put his picture up, but de Geneva, former counsel to the president, there's a new sheriff in town. That's Bob Barr. And Geneva last night come out and said, we know this goes all the way. Where does it go? All the way to Barack Hussein Obama. Folks, it goes to the top. The spying, everything. Now, you're going to see this. Let me give you one more thing. I got it. I've got to go to break. Number 35. Okay? Now, people don't care, folks. Should Congress see the full Mueller Report Monmouth University poll, Congress should get a full copy, 60%. These people don't know what that means. Should Congress get a full copy? Well, I guess so. I mean, they paid for it. I mean, I was on Amazon the other day and I bought a book and they gave me the book. So I'm not understanding, I guess, what? I'm serious. These people don't know. Justice Department should be able to redact. Redact? Well, that just doesn't sound right. I don't think they should be able to do that. They paid for it. They should get the full book. They should know. I'm serious. Watch for this. Watch for all the polling. Since the report came out, we stood outside churches on Easter Sunday. What do you think of the report? I don't know, man. I'm going to dinner. I mean, really? Tell us something. What do you think? I liked it. I didn't like it. Should Congress, give me number 34, should Congress see the full Mueller report? When you break it down, okay, and they always say the American people, we polled the American people, really. I never get these. Congress should get a full copy, 81% of Democrats, 61% of independents, and 35% of Republicans. Full report. Justice Department should be able to redact. 13% Democrats, hell no. 28% of independents, 55% of Republicans. That's when you break it down. You see that independent slot? You will start seeing so many polls that focus on independents because we're going to talk about that in the Fox News. And one more thing before the break. This is what's going to happen today. You're going to see the color code, and Barr's going to explain this. There's 4 areas of redaction. And put up number 5. There's going to be 4 different colors, we understand, like 4 different colors. And the redactions will be made in these 4 categories. Grand jury materials, okay? Classified information. Maybe Hillary should watch or look at the report and see how to redact classified information and not send it over an unsecured server. Speaking of a scrubbed report, would this be like, do you remember all of the liberal networks, the deep state networks running stories where Hillary scrubbed with bleach bit her server, scrubbed it clean? So every time they say the Mueller report scrubbed, are they talking in the same tense of like when Hillary Clinton scrubbed a server? Ongoing case information, if there's ongoing cases, they can't release stuff that is in the investigation. And privacy data. Now focus in on privacy data for a second, and I'll tell you why. Take a minute and read your 4th Amendment, the Constitution. The Constitution of the United States, your 4th Amendment, and your privacy data. If they release the privacy of citizens of the United States, the information in this, don't ever come to me again crying about Facebook releasing your privacy, or Twitter, or Amazon, or Alexa on Amazon. Don't come to me anymore crying about your privacy if you're going to be okay with the Mueller Report releasing the privacy data of American citizens. It's something we have to say no to, period. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back. We're going to wrap up quickly because you can stay right here on this network, FYNTV.com, and we're going to run the Robert, what's his last name? Barr, Attorney General, and Rod Rosenstein press conference. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Truck Month is back at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. America's favorite trucks at the North Georgia Mountains' lowest prices. Now save up to $13,000 off new 2019 Silverado Crew Cabs, or save over $7,800 off new 2019 Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a bigger truck selection, and nobody's got bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountains' #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. It is Thursday morning, 63 degrees here in Ellijay, Georgia, 9:05 a.m. Show them on the screen there how they can get in touch with the show. There are all of the ways you can contact us, email, phone number, social media ways you can follow the show. Moving right along, we got to rush because I'm telling you, we do not want to miss the press conference for the Mueller Report that has their hair on fire. So let's just have our really quick Notre Dame. They all have, oh, Notre Dame, Pepe Le Pew, okay? The French there, nothing to see. Faulty wiring. Got it. Faulty wiring. You know, we knew it was something like that. Now they're going to have a contest for architects. Notre Dame has been reduced to a contest for architects. And Macron, just take a look at the good news, man. The yellow vests don't have to come out Saturday. They don't have to protest. What a unifying moment for France to burn this thing down this week. And I'm not joking. I'm telling you right now, faulty wiring, move on, nothing to see here. So let's move on to the making of a candidate. As we continue our series for 2019, bringing your gay candidate your way. I'm serious, all right? It's your gay candidate, right? Breaking news, number 11. Now, this morning, do not judge me. Do not yell at me, because I'm going to tell you what happened, all right? I'm going to show you. A couple days ago when, remember when Mayor Pete was turning water into wine out in Iowa? I'm not joking. He went to Iowa. This is the boy that will be king. I'm serious. That's what they're hoping. The boy that will be king. It's going to be a movie, okay? Yul Brynner is going to star in it. Yul Brynner and Charleston Heston, the boy that would be king. All right, the funnies are over, okay? So this guy goes out to Iowa, and he goes out for a meet and greet. I'm serious. Just out there to have just a meet and greet, set up, an Iowa, base there for get help, volunteers, and it blows up to 1,600 people. But what happened? Some guy in the back yelled Sodom and Gomorrah. It's all you got to do, Sodom and Gomorrah to a gay guy, and the whole world erupts. So what does MSNBC do? They rush him into the studio because they dust him off, because they are going to work overtime for the making of the boy king here, Mayor Pete. By the way, he happens to be gay. Now, I'm not joking. Joe Scarborough looks at this guy, and here's what he says. All right, give me number 9. Okay, there's the boy. He even shaved his upper lip. Okay, that's just a nice little boy from South Bend, Indiana. And there is number 10. And here, I want to leave it here because you see, Minka is smiling, or her face is so stretched in a profile shot, that's the way she looks. But Joe is looking at Mayor Pete there, and he's saying to Mayor Pete, I'm telling you, go look it up this morning and watch it. At 7:30 this morning, how difficult was it for you? This is what happened. Mayor Pete, how difficult was it for you? Was it more difficult to go to war, to face bullets? Was it more difficult to serve in the military, to do a tour in Afghanistan, or to tell your mom and dad you were gay? What was more difficult in your life? And let me tell you something. Mayor Pete explained telling his mom and dad he was gay like he was writing a children's book. I swear. Go away. I'm not surprised that this guy won't come out with a children's book, how to tell your mom and dad you're gay, how to come out of the closet, the children's edition book. I'm not joking. I'm really serious. If you were to watch this morning, you'd think, what are they doing with the boy mayor here? I could see him reading to children as president of the United States. Oh yeah, I could see Mayor Pete and his husband walking into a public school, which I don't have him. Oh man, I didn't put him up. Which was stated this morning on MSNBC that 50%, this is what Democrats say, 50% of the American children in public school are living in poverty. So what you want to do is you want to rush 30, 50, 100, 200, 250,000 kids into the country, 250,000 kids into the country, because Nancy Pelosi said 1 out of 5, let's see how you do that, 1 out of 5, okay, are going to bed hungry in this country. 1 out of 5 children are going to bed hungry in this country every night. 20%, a crisis. Then this morning on Morning Joe, the guy that's running for president of the United States, the congressman from Ohio, and I forget his name, I'm sorry, but he says on Morning Joe, he says 50% of America's children that attend public school, are living in poverty. So what we want to do is keep rushing these people in. I can't believe Democrats keep making these statements. But anyway, Mayor Pete, could you not see him and his husband going to one of your public schools in Washington, D.C., and Mayor Pete reading to the children how to tell your mommy and daddy you're gay? If you think I'm wrong, you really do, oh, hell, you're wrong. Sorry. Don't get mad at me. You are flat out wrong if you think that's not the case. Now, you got right here, give me number 37, okay. Buttigieg and his gay and married to his husband, Chasten, all right. Now, they want to go on Fox News. He's going to do a town hall. And part of the deal is he gets to hold hands probably with this guy, and they get to come out and smooch on Fox News. Because they're going to, now I'm telling you what, number 38, we got to save these pictures right here. There is the lovely couple right there, and he's going to write a children's book on how to tell your mom and dad. And on MSNBC at 4:39 a.m. Pacific time, which means around 7:30, number 39, wait for it. Religious conservatives grapple. We are grappling. I'm grappling. Religious conservatives grapple with how to respond to Buttigieg. We're grappling. How do you respond to this? I mean, religious conservatives are grappling with this. The making of a candidate. Now, you see, we are grappling with this. We are not going to exercise our belief in our religion. That's not going to get reported, okay? We are not going to be left alone. I tell you what, if the Quran has a verse that says something derogatory about Christians or kill the infidels or whatever we're supposed to be, they will not talk about any of that. Because they cannot say anything where Muslims are concerned. But when it comes to religious conservatives, watch and see what they do. The making of the candidate. The boy that soon will be king. If MSNBC has anything to do with it, okay? And the boy that soon will be king will be writing a children's book, How to Tell Your Mommy and Daddy You're Gay and Come Out of the Closet. Sorry. I mean, that just, oh, that gets me like you would not believe. Okay. Of all weeks, they're going after, I mean, the Holy Week. For all weeks to go after a Jew on Holy Week. I know I'm totally wrong on this. I am. Actually, this is wrong. I'm going to say it. But on Holy Week to go after a Jew, I mean, it just doesn't seem right. You could go after the Jew next week. Why this week? All right, number 33. Elijah Cummings, chairman of the Oversight Committee, is invited, not for dinner, No, this Jew's not getting invited for dinner. I don't care if you get mad. He's Jewish. He's a nice Jewish boy. Cummings inviting Mueller to testify before Oversight Committee seeking info on Trump administration immigration policies. That's Stephen Miller, top advisor, been there from day one. So let's roll through the picks. Let me see what I don't want. All right, here, let me give you this one. Number one, quickly, Klobuchar. Okay? Now, we could keep this recording in the making of a candidate continued, okay? But there's Amy Klobuchar. She has decided she will do a Fox Town Hall. Okay, she's going to do a Fox Town Hall. We do know the fix. If you'll go back 2 days ago, we did 2 stories this week. The fix was in on the Fox. It was staged. The Fox Town Halls are staged as bad as CNN, or maybe even worse than CNN. I'm serious as could be, because there is that independent viewer and the Fox viewer that they are trying to push into the Democrats' column. You see, Trump just needs to lose 2, 3, 4% here and there, 2% here, 1% there. And if Fox could be of any help causing him to lose, I mean, they'll do what they can. I don't care what you think. That's what I believe. Because I do know the town hall in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania was fixed. We know that here. So, rigged. So Klobuchar from Minnesota there, she's going to do a Fox Town Hall. Yesterday, when asked by the Ducey kid, what's the Ducey kid? Little Peter. Peter! That's a nice little Catholic boy name, right? When little Peter Ducey was out there on the trail, he looked at Beto O'Rourke and said, hey, you ever thought about doing a Fox News Town Hall? He said, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Let me check into it. So Beto O'Rourke. And then Buttigieg. Buttigieg. I don't know what the hell. Mayor Pete, the making of the king boy. The boy king. He'll be on next. And I told you yesterday why they're going on Fox News. Listen to me, folks. Because Fox has an audience. Now, I understand other talk show hosts have different reasons and explanations. But it's simple as this. Even MSNBC is telling them they need to go on. Now, CNN won't do that because they can't admit their failures. But the 2 networks there, even today, after today, the 2 networks will have such a poor viewership. It's going down on a daily basis. They're losing viewership because they can't be trusted. And the trusted viewer, whether you like it or not, is pushing over to Fox News. Fox News is grabbing the trusted viewer. And if it's a trusted viewer and they have the viewers, that's where you got to go if you want to beat Donald Trump. Go to his network. They call it his network. Why are they getting mad? Okay? Go to his network and just do it. Border, number 6, want to get this. Kyrsten Sinema, the Democrat senator from Arizona, said Arizona bears the brunt of Washington's failure to address our broken immigration system. We must secure the border with a comprehensive, smart, bipartisan approach. We're calling on the DHS, Department of Homeland Security Gov, to send additional resources and staff to Arizona ports. They want more. Okay? They're trying to make Trump look bad. Let's go at number 7. I don't have time really to get deep on this. They're trying to make Trump look bad with Kim Jong-un, tactical guided weapon. They're just trying to make him look bad this morning. What happened there? Let me get to another one that we haven't shown. Actually, they're running this. They're enjoying this. 4 a.m. this morning, number 17. North Korea demands Pompeo be replaced in talks. They demand, who the hell are you? Okay? Now, they're demanding that Pompeo be replaced in talks. That's according to CNN. Okay? Keep that in mind. That's according to CNN. And number 24, North Korea sending message to U.S. and its allies with test. U.S. trying to re-engage North Korea in nuclear talks after failed summit. Now, I'm going to tell you, these are not the night time. Now, like I said, you know Don Lemon and you know the Wolf Blitzed, you know, with his big butchy beard, Wolf Blitzed and Don Lemon and Kumo or whatever his name is, and all the whack jobs on there in the evening, Jake Tapper, and you go over to MSNBC and you got the Rev and you got the little Chrissy Hayes, the little gay guy with glasses, and you know, you have the whole team over. You got Brian Williams lying to take over. Well, how about ending the day with Brian Williams lying to you, all right? So you got that over there. This is the morning people. These are the people that are supposed to be reading the teleprompter. These are the people that are supposed to be giving you the news to start your day. U.S. trying to re-engage North Korea in nuclear talks after failed summit. North Korea sending message to U.S. and its allies with test. This is 4:08 this morning, right out of the box, man, with test, okay? Let me see what else I have that I haven't run through this morning with you. See if I'm missing anything. I went over the Jewish guy, all right? We went over the gay couple. We did that. Let me have this one just for a minute here. Number 36. Now, this says it all, in a way. Your guide to Mueller's report on Trump. What's in it, what's not, and what's next to come. Why, NBC, we're going to be your guide. We're going to take you right through here. Members of Congress have been told by the Justice Department they'll get copies of the redacted report on CDs around 11 a.m. Congressional sources told NBC News sometime after that the report will be posted on the special counsel's website, and Department of Justice officials said. Folks, we're going to go to break, and when we return, it should be time. You do not have to leave here. When we return, it should be time for Attorney General Bob Barr's and Rod Rosenstein's press conference. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Truck Month is back at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. America's favorite trucks at the North Georgia Mountains' lowest prices. Now save up to $13,000 off new 2019 Silverado Crew Cabs, or save over $7,800 off new 2019 Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a bigger truck selection, and nobody's got bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, the North Georgia Mountains' #1 volume Chevy dealer.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Elijah next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Elijah next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. As you can see, it's 9:31. We have an eye on the podium, so don't go anywhere. Don't get nervous. We did not come back to me, and we're ignoring. Josh will tell me the minute they walk in, the minute they walk in to the podium, Attorney General William Barr and I guess Deputy Attorney General or Rod Rosenstein. The minute they walk in, we will switch over. It's 9:32. They're supposed to come out at 9 o'clock. Josh will just say to my ear, boom, they're walking out, and we'll bring it to you because we're going to bring it live. You don't have to leave of this press conference that, again, we're awaiting. We got the podium. Is there any way we can see that podium? Try to slide it over or something. If we can't, Josh is going to try something here because very seldom do we split away and go to something live. But we are waiting for the there we go. We got the background. He's trying to put, huh? Oh, okay, I got it. He's trying a couple different things there to try to get it. There you go. That's covering me up. Just come on over there a little bit. All right, and there's the podium, and we can see it live. All right, let's just stay right there. They don't need to see me, Josh. We can talk to them. And this is Attorney General. We're awaiting Attorney General. As you can see, the journalists are waiting patiently in the room, right? This is the report, watching live, waiting for them to come in. Attorney General William Barr, 9:33. They said they'd be there at 9:30. Maybe they're not going to show up today. But the media, could you just imagine the deep state media in that room right now, what questions they have, and listen for the most ridiculous questions, okay? I hope that several people bring up the spying, okay? I really do. I hope they say, hey, can you elaborate on that? Because I think Barr is going to tell you where he's going next. Read this report, but I think they're going to steal the day. And I think they're going to steal the news cycle right here, and I don't blame them because I think what's going to happen is they're going to come out and they're going to set the next level of investigations today, not let Congress. You see, Congress is going to, we're waiting there, you see the podium. Congress is going to, they're not done. Here we go. We'll go live. Take it away.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for being here this morning. As you know, on March 22nd, Special Counsel Robert Mueller concluded his investigation into matters related to Russian attempts to interfere in our 2016 presidential election, and he submitted his confidential report to me pursuant to department regulations. As I said during my Senate confirmation hearing and since, I'm committed to ensuring the greatest degree possible of transparency concerning the special counsel's investigation consistent with the law. At 11 this morning, I'm going to transmit copies of the public version of the special counsel's report to the chairman and ranking members of the Senate and House Judiciary Committees. The Department of Justice will also make the report available to the American people by posting it on the department's website after it has been delivered to Congress. I'd like to make a few comments today on the report. Before I do that, I want to thank Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein for joining me here today and for his assistance and counsel throughout this process. Rod, as you know, has served at the department for nearly 30 years with dedication and distinction, and it's been a great privilege and pleasure for me to work with him since my confirmation. He had well-deserved plans to step back from public service that were interrupted by my asking him to help in my transition. Rod has been an invaluable partner, and I am grateful that he is willing to help me and has been able to see the special counsel's investigation through to its conclusion. Thanks, Rod. Thank you. Yeah. I'd also like to thank Special Counsel Robert Mueller for his service and the thoroughness of his investigation, particularly his work exposing the nature of Russia's attempts to interfere in our electoral process. As you know, one of the primary purposes of the Special Counsel's investigation was to determine whether President Trump's campaign or any individual associated with it conspired or coordinated with the Russian government to interfere in the 2016 election. Volume 1 of the Special Counsel's report describes the results of that investigation. As you will see, the Special Counsel's report states that his, quote, investigation did not establish that members of the Trump campaign conspired or coordinated with the Russian government in its election interference activities. I am sure that all Americans share my concern about the efforts of the Russian government to interfere in our presidential election. As the Special Counsel report makes clear, the Russian government sought to interfere in our election process. But thanks to the Special Counsel's thorough investigation, we now know that the Russian operatives who perpetrated these schemes did not have the cooperation of President Trump or the Trump campaign, or the knowing assistance of any other American for that matter. That is something that all Americans can and should be grateful to have confirmed. The Special Counsel report outlines two main efforts by the Russian government to influence the 2016 election. First, the report details efforts by the Internet Research Agency, a Russian company with close ties to the Russian government, to sow social discord among American voters through disinformation and social media operations. Following a thorough investigation of this disinformation campaign, the Special Counsel brought charges in federal court against several Russian nationals and entities for their respective roles in this scheme. Those charges remain pending, and the individual defendants remain at large. But the Special Counsel found no evidence that any American, including anyone associated with the Trump campaign, conspired or coordinated with the Russian government or the IRA in this illegal scheme. Indeed, as the report states, quote, the investigation did not identify evidence that any U.S. person knowingly or intentionally coordinated with the IRA's interference operation, unquote. Put another way, the Special Counsel found no collusion by any Americans in IRA's illegal activities. Second, the report details efforts by the Russian military officials associated with the GRU, the Russian Military Intelligence Organization, to hack into computers and steal documents and emails from individuals associated with the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton's campaign for the purpose of eventually publicizing these documents. Obtaining such unauthorized Following a thorough investigation of these hacking operations, the Special Counsel brought charges in court against several Russian military officers for their respective roles in these illegal hacking operations. Those charges are still pending, and the defendants remain at large. But again, the Special Counsel's report did not find any evidence that members of the Trump campaign or anyone associated with the campaign conspired or coordinated with the Russian government in these hacking operations. In other words, there was no evidence of the Trump campaign collusion with the Russian government's hacking. The Special Counsel's investigation also examined Russian efforts to publish stolen emails and documents on the Internet. The Special Counsel found that after the GRU disseminated some of the stolen documents to entities that it controlled, DC Leaks and Guccifer 2, the GRU transferred some of the stolen materials to WikiLeaks for publication. WikiLeaks then made a series of document dumps. The special counsel also investigated whether any member or affiliate of the Trump campaign encouraged or otherwise played a role in these dissemination efforts. Under applicable law, publication of these types of material would not be criminal unless the publisher also participated in the underlying hacking conspiracy. Here, too, the special counsel's report did not find that any person associated with the Trump campaign illegally participated in the dissemination of the materials. Finally, the special counsel investigated a number of links or contacts between the Trump campaign officials and individuals connected with the Russian government during the 2016 presidential campaign. After reviewing these contacts, the special counsel did not find any conspiracy to violate U.S. law involving Russian-linked persons and any persons associated with the Trump campaign. So that's the bottom line. After nearly 2 years of investigation, thousands of subpoenas, hundreds of warrants, and witness interviews, the special counsel confirmed that the Russian government sponsored efforts to illegally interfere with the 2016 presidential election, but did not find that the Trump campaign or other Americans colluded in those efforts. After finding no underlying collusion with Russia, the special counsel's report goes on to consider whether certain actions of the president could amount to obstruction of the special counsel's investigation. As I addressed in my March 24th letter, the special counsel did not make a traditional prosecutorial judgment regarding this allegation. Instead, the report recounts 10 episodes involving the president and discusses potential legal theories for connecting those activities to the elements of an obstruction offense. After carefully reviewing the facts and legal theories outlined in the report, and in consultation with the Office of Legal Counsel and other department lawyers, the Deputy Attorney General and I concluded that the evidence developed by the special counsel is not sufficient to establish that the president committed an obstruction of justice offense. Although the Deputy Attorney General and I disagreed with some of the special counsel's legal theories and felt that some of the episodes examined did not amount to obstruction as a matter of law, we did not rely solely on that in making our decision. Instead, we accepted the special counsel's legal framework for purposes of our analysis and evaluated the evidence as presented by the special counsel in reaching our conclusions. In assessing the president's actions discussed in the report, it is important to bear in mind the context. President Trump faced an unprecedented situation. As he entered into office and sought to perform his responsibilities as president, federal agents and prosecutors were scrutinizing his conduct before and after taking office and the conduct of some of his associates. At the same time, there was relentless speculation in the news media about the president's personal culpability. Yet, as he said from the beginning, there was in fact no collusion. And as the special counsel's report acknowledges, there is substantial evidence to show that the president was frustrated and angered by his sincere belief that the investigation was undermining his presidency, propelled by his political opponents, and fueled by illegal leaks. Nonetheless, the White House fully cooperated with the special counsel's investigation, providing unfettered access to campaign and White House documents, directing senior aides to testify freely, and asserting no privilege claims. And at the same time, the president took no act that in fact deprived the special counsel of the documents and witnesses necessary to complete his investigation. Apart from whether the acts were obstructive, this evidence of non-corrupt motives weighs heavily against any allegation that the president had a corrupt intent to obstruct the investigation. Now, before I take questions, I want to address a few aspects of the process for producing the public report that I am releasing today. As I said several times, the report contains limited redactions related to 4 categories of information. To ensure as much transparency as possible, those redactions have been clearly labeled so that the leaders can tell the readers can tell which redactions correspond to which categories. Now, as to recall, those categories are 6E material, grand jury material, information that the IC believes would disclose sources and methods, information that would impair the investigation and prosecution of other cases that are underway, and finally, information that implicates the privacy and reputational interests of peripheral third parties. As you will see, most of the redactions were compelled by the need to prevent harm to ongoing matters and to comply with court orders prohibiting the public disclosure of information bearing on ongoing investigations and criminal cases, such as the IRA case and the Roger Stone case. These redactions were applied by Department of Justice attorneys working closely together with attorneys from the Special Counsel's Office, as well as the intelligence community, and prosecutors are handling the ongoing cases. The redactions are their work product. No redactions done by anybody outside this group. There were no redactions done by anybody outside this group. No one outside this group proposed any redactions, and no one outside the department has seen the unredacted report, with the exception of certain sections that were made available to IC, the intelligence community, for their advice on protecting intelligence sources and methods. Consistent with longstanding executive branch practice, the decision whether to assert executive privilege over any portion of the report rested with the President of the United States. Because the White House had voluntarily cooperated with the special counsel, significant portions of the report contained material over which the President could have asserted privilege, and he would have been well within his rights to do so. Following my March 29th letter, the Office of the White House Counsel requested the opportunity to review the redacted version of the report in order to advise the President on the potential invocation of privilege, which is consistent with longstanding practice. Following that review, the President confirmed that in the interest of transparency and full disclosure to the American people, he would not assert privilege over the special counsel's report. Accordingly, the public report I am releasing today contains redactions only for the 4 categories that I previously outlined, and no material has been redacted based on executive privilege. In addition, earlier this week, the President's personal counsel requested and was given the opportunity to read a final version of the redacted report before it was publicly released. That request was consistent with the practice followed under the Ethics in Government Act, which permitted individuals named in a report prepared by an independent counsel the opportunity to read the report before publication. The President's personal lawyers were not permitted to make and did not request any redactions. In addition to making the redacted report public, we are also working with Congress to accommodate their legitimate oversight interests with respect to the special counsel's investigation. We have been consulting with Chairman Graham and Chairman Nadler through this process, and we will continue to do so. Given the limited nature of the redactions, I believe that the publicly released report will allow every American to understand the results of the special counsel's investigation. Nevertheless, in an effort to accommodate congressional requests, we will make available, subject to appropriate safeguards, to a bipartisan group of leaders from several congressional committees, a version of the report with all redactions removed, except those relating to grand jury information. Thus, these members of Congress will be able to see all of the redacted material for themselves, with the limited exception of that which, by law, cannot be shared. I believe that this accommodation, together with my upcoming testimony before the Senate and House Judiciary Committees, will satisfy any need Congress has for information regarding the special counsel's investigation. Once again, I'd like to thank you for being here, and I will now have a few questions.
Mr. Attorney General, we don't have the report in hand, so could you explain for us the special counsel's articulated reason for not reaching a decision on obstruction of justice, and if it had anything to do with the department's long-standing guidance on not indicting a sitting president, and you say you disagreed with some of his legal theories. What did you disagree with him on?
I'd leave it to his description in the report, the special counsel's own articulation of why he did not want to make a determination as to whether or not there was an obstruction offense. But I will say that when we met with him, Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein and I met with him along with Ed O'Callahan, who is the principal associate deputy. On March 5th, we specifically asked him about the OLC opinion and whether or not he was taking the position that he would have found a crime but for the existence of the OLC opinion. And he made it very clear several times that that was not his position. He was not saying that but for the OLC opinion he would have found a crime. He made it clear that he had not made the determination that there was a crime.
Did you disagree with him on?
May I follow up on that, Mr. Attorney General?
What did you disagree with him on?
Given that, why did you and Mr. Rosenstein feel the need you had to take it to the next step to conclude that there was no crime, especially given that DOJ policy?
Well, the very prosecutorial function and all our powers as prosecutors, including the power to convene grand juries and the compulsory process that's involved there, is for one purpose and one purpose only. It's determine yes or no. Was alleged conduct criminal or not criminal? That is our responsibility, and that's why we have the tools we have. And we don't go through this process just to collect information and throw it out to the public. We collect this information, we use that compulsory process for the purpose of making that decision. And because the special counsel did not make that decision, we felt the department had to, and that was a decision by me and the Deputy Attorney General. Yes.
Or did the special counsel indicate that he wanted you to make the decision or that it should be left for Congress? And also, how do you respond to criticism you're receiving from congressional Democrats that you're acting more as an attorney for the president rather than as the chief law enforcement officer?
Well, Special Counsel Mueller did not indicate that his purpose was to leave the decision to Congress. I hope that was not his view, since we don't convene grand juries and conduct criminal investigations for that purpose. He did not, I didn't talk to him directly about the fact that we were making the decision, but I am told that his reaction to that was that it was my prerogative as Attorney General to make that decision.
Attorney General Barr, Catherine here at Fox News. Hi there. Is there anything you can share today about your review of the genesis of the Russia investigation and whether assets have been provided to investigate?
No, today I'm really focused just on the process of releasing this report.
Democrats in Congress have asked for Robert Mueller himself to testify. Robert Mueller remains a Justice Department employee as of this moment. Will you permit him to testify publicly to Congress?
I have no objection to Bob Mueller personally testifying.
Mr. Attorney General, it's not the Democrats who have questioned some of the process here. A Republican-appointed judge on Tuesday said you have, quote, created an environment that has caused a significant part of the American public to be concerned about these redactions. You cleared the president on obstruction. The president is fundraising off of your comments about spying. And here you have remarks that are quite generous to the president, including acknowledging his feelings and his emotions. So what do you say to people on both sides of the aisle who are concerned that you are trying to protect the president?
Well, actually, the statements about his sincere beliefs are recognized in the report, that there was substantial evidence for that. So I'm not sure what your basis is for saying that I am being generous to the president.
You face an unprecedented situation. It just seems like there's a lot of effort to go out of your way to acknowledge how this.
Well, is there another precedent for it?
No, but it's unusual.
Okay, so unprecedented is an accurate description, isn't it?
Yes. But
Okay.
what do you say to people who are concerned that you are trying to protect the president?
Eric?
There's a lot of public interest in the absence of the special counsel and members of his team. Was he invited to join you up on the podium? Why is he not here? This is his report, obviously, that you're talking about today.
No, it's not. It's a report he did for me as the Attorney General. He is required under the regulation to provide me with a confidential report. I'm here to discuss my response to that report and my decision, entirely discretionary, to make it public, since these reports are not supposed to be made public. That's what I'm here to discuss.
Impropriety for you to come out and sort of what appears to be sort of spinning the report before the public gets a chance to read it?
Okay, thank you very much.